Okay, the meeting's being recorded now, so I'm using the Sussex system. I'm used to it a bit more than that crazy system over there at Kingston. So let's see how it goes. Okay, have you had a chance to have a look at the video? This is about the end assignment. This particular is the kickoff of the end assignment, and it's a lot earlier than I think originally planned. And the reason for that is to get people thinking about it more or less straight away. Yeah. So have you had a chance to have a look at the end assignment, managing processes and products brief, the video clip? Adoy, have you had a look at it yet? Hello?
Hello.
Hello? Ah, you're
Yeah,
still there. Did you have a
I
chance to
haven't been
the
able to.
YouTube video clip? You
No,
have?
I haven't.
I haven't.
Okay, can I suggest you do that because with the long distance for some of you on here, it's going to be very difficult. You'll miss most of it. So if you get chance, can you go through the YouTube video because it explains in quite some detail what's required for the end assignment. Yeah. Dino, have you managed to have a look? Oh. Her scrutiny system is blocking. Oh, really? Okay. Wonder what that means. She can't get into Skype on this one. It's a straightforward. Yes, I sent out a link, didn't I, for this one? She can't get in on Skype on this system. I give her an audio link. I try to have the. I have to go out of this for a second just to check it. Then give an audio link. Yeah, I can give the number now. I've not set it up for the number. Damn it. Well, do you know, she can't do Skype into this this session here because I wonder if she'll hear me. Hang on. You got in the other day. That's a bit odd. Can you see if is she competent? If she have to see if she can get an exception for the link because it's a fairly secure one to the university. Oh, she is at work now. Okay. Does she have a smartphone with her? Because you can work this on BlackBerry or iPhone. It actually works quite well on BlackBerry. So, okay. If you can just send her that message, and we'll just carry on. Okay. So, Dino, did you look at the video as well? Okay. So I'm just going to very quickly run through the slides. Yeah, for you, Adoy. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. Okay.
If you can say to was it Para that if she can email me any questions she has in the meantime, if she can't get in with a smartphone either, and I'll put her up for here an answer on my system here. Go to the first outsource one. Okay. So I just put that up. So I got everything open at the once here. Okay. Modern technology. Okay, I'm just going to start running through the end assignment brief. Okay. Now, as I mentioned in the video, it's a pretty standard marked out of 100 assessment. and it's a management report. That's the important thing. For my courses and all the operations, when they tend to be pretty much standard MBA type of things, and I expect more management reports. By the way, if you want to say anything during while I'm babbling away here, don't forget, bottom left hand side, stick up your hand and I'll stop and give you the microphone, or shut up for a bit. Yep. Okay. Ah, she has an iPhone. Yeah, tell her just to follow the link. It should work. Okay, the handbook question, which is up on the web there, just puts down some of the main objectives for this particular assignment. And really, as this whole thing is about operations management and improvement and performance, rather obviously these are the things that we're going to be looking for in the assignment itself. So how improvement links to performance, something about the core processes and how these contribute to competitive advantage, and what you're going to do, because this is a quite a practically oriented question, show how your organization in particular could improve performance and how you might go about setting these types of things up for yourself. Yeah, are you with me so far? Okay, I'll assume you are. Yeah. Okay, so it's about an innovation issue, not surprisingly. So I'm expecting to see stuff from this particular course and apply the concepts that we've been racing through over the last couple of weeks. Yeah. The report for me, I've put it as 2,500 to 3,000. The original idea was for 3,500 words, which I thought was just a little bit over the top for a course where you're doing something like 5 or 6 mini assignments and so on. So I've put it down as 2,500 to 3,000, and I prefer it if you were rather tight in your writing and be rather focused, and keep it to roughly speaking around the 2,500 word limit. Yeah. But if you go on a bit, don't worry about it. I'm not like other people. I don't take marks off and for things like that, of course. Yeah. So, but keep it tight. This is what you're to be expected to do in the real world. Yeah. When you're doing a report for your management, you don't go waffling on. You have to be more or less to the point. The only real difference with this type of question on an MBA course is that we expect to see the course materials more referenced, which you wouldn't do obviously for your own organization, although sometimes it's a good idea, incidentally. Yeah. So MBA report, 10 references, and you've all been doing this, as I put in my video clip, quite nicely over the last couple of weeks we've been together. So there's no problems with this. Yeah. Still no signs. All right. Okay, a report is based on a management proposal. Yeah. Are you still there, incidentally, everybody? Just say, put your hand up. Ah, okay, fair enough. Ador, you're still there. And Dino, you're still there, yeah? Okay, I'll take it. So the structure of the essay, just shut the office door. So the structure, what's the innovation problem? Describe it. And what's the issue you're going to be exploring? So if you're going to be looking at something like quality management, and yes, something similar to doing total quality management within your organization, then describe that, contextualize it. Where's the organization? Something about the organization and so forth. Yeah. The analysis piece. How wide does this particular problem exist within the organization? Objectives and constraints to the resolution of such problems, yeah, and recommendations. Rather typical sorts of things that you put in a normal report. Was this what you did on the last report, if someone can advise me? I'm not sure what you did in your last course. Adoy, did you do this type of thing? Was there a report last time?
Yes, there was.
Yeah, Dino? Dino, are you there? Yeah. Oh, all right. You can put your hand up. The microphone is still on. Yeah. Okay. And so, hello.
Hi, yeah, it's the same, exactly the same kind of structure. Yeah.
All right, fair enough, great. So there's absolutely no surprises here. I keep it very straightforward. Really, all we're getting at is okay, we've gone through a course over the last 7, 8 weeks now. Let's see how you can use this material directly applied to your organization. That's what the whole thing is about. So it's quite broad, and it can be any, as I put in the video as well, can be any innovation type or improvement issue or problem within the organization. And it can be something that you might think needs improving that is not underway at the moment. So um, the world's your oyster, really. And so, but there's one thing I put on this slide which is very, very important. There's no need to obsess that your particular improvement problem or issue is not big enough or grand enough for an MBA type project. No, the real world is not like that, is it? We often have to deal with departmental improvements or reflect on that type of level of the organization. And so they're very, very real problems. That's what we're getting at. And that matches up more or less to what went on in the case materials. Even Tesco, if you think about it, though it's a big organization, was quite a nice defined problem which they had to try and address. So there's no need for big grand change programs like, British Airways and taking new markets and all the rest of it. No, we're going to keep it quite focused. It can be theoretical, and what I mean by that is you could pick, let's take Tesco as a case study and go into some detail on it. However, to be quite honest, for me, when I look at these case, your work, your writing later on, it comes over as much more realistic and authentic when you're writing about your own organization, not least because you know that organization intimately, you know the details, you're able to contextualize it much more clearly than you would if you were just reading up on some theoretical case organization. Even though you might be able to get a fantastic lot of information, and there is a lot on some of the big case studies, Dell and all the rest of them in operations sense, it wouldn't come over as authentic at all. Recommendations, if you want to take things forward and you're suggesting that there could be improvement actions, sensible, specific, practical. As I put in the video, yeah, we're all constrained. We're all constrained in our organizations, what we can and can't do. And so just be sensible about it, and it should be fine. Critically evaluating and consider the organizational context. So really think about it, what needs to be done, how well these types of processes work within your organizations, and if there are envisaged difficulties, how might you overcome them? That sort of idea. Lots of issues raised. I mention this every time, and it's not just for this course, but I mention it for the other ones as well. We cover, these are just some of the techniques that we mentioned in the course as we've gone through it up till now, and there's a few more to come. And so quality management, process improvement, and Kaizen, of course, radical innovation process, total quality management, project management we're looking at right now, perform, and so on, benchmarking. There's no need to mention each one of these in your essay. You mention the ones which are relevant for your case. The biggest problem I have with essays and marking them is everybody tries to touch every possible point, and it ends up as an incoherent approach in general. So whatever's relevant to your case. If you're looking at a process improvement, you might do something like that, Dino, then that part of the course is what's relevant for your particular essay, and perhaps not so much the others. Yeah, makes sense?
Yeah, it
Hello?
does.
Okay. As normal, we're going to pop it up onto to turn it in. This is no need to say this. You've done it fine up till now. It's open. Turn it in is open from the 8th of September. Now, what I recommend, why I'm doing this so early, why am I doing this so early? Because yeah, perhaps I shouldn't say this too openly, but you can start if you've found a topic already through the course that you might think, that could be relevant for me for the final assignment. You can more or less start mapping it out now. There is no need to wait until whenever it is, the 19th of September. I can't remember the date now, but the middle of September, late September, before you start thinking of your topic. If you've already identified something you're thinking about, focus your reading right now on that particular topic and start preparing it. And yes, I understand that means you're going to be very pragmatic for the rest of the course, but the name of the game is get through the mini assignments, learn enough to do that, and perhaps later on after the course reflect more on the materials. So there's nothing stopping you from this day forward, actually, from thinking about what topic you want to follow, and to start focusing on your final assignment. Be on time for this one is the only main point on here. Because I do have to insist for the final one to get them all done, because I have a deadline. I'm starting a new term at Sussex, so I'll be very open about this, and it's that week. And so it's going to be very, very busy. So I do want to turn them around. As you all know, I do like to mark things very, very quickly so you get your feedback straight away so you see what's going on. So be on time for the final assessment, and you know where you are. Simple as that. Our problems, as always, and a couple of you done this already, actually. I think you did, Dino, last time. That if there are problems, email a version, and I'll pop it into Grade Centre for you. And the advantage being that I don't have to go to Grade Centre; I can virtually pre-mark it offline. So use your appropriate number of tools and frameworks. Yeah. No need to go into great detail about frameworks, scaling matrices, and benchmarking approaches. Use them and reference them as you would absolutely normally for a normal management report. Yeah, is that part clear? Sometimes I do get essays from students that go into some great detail, let's say on the Porter framework or something like that, and go on and on about it. It's not necessary. You just introduce the tool you're going to use. For example, if you're going to do process mapping, the very act of doing the process diagram is enough. There's no need to go into too much some detail of explaining it, particularly to me, really. No need for tables and tables of figures, summary tables, and the rest in the appendices. Put all the backup material, stick that in the appendices, and I do check it incidentally, so just to have a quick look, just to get a bit more background to your case, but I don't mark it as such. This is important. Pitch your report at senior management level of your organization. So sensible business English, and try to argue your case for improvement. So a normal executive summary, and executive summary summarizes the case. What was the issue? What were the main, what maintained the problem? How could you go about solving it? What would be the barriers to solving it? And that's more or less all you can get in a single page mini assignment type of executive summary. So as I put somewhere on here, if a manager only had a few seconds to look at it, or if you were in a lift, you could explain very quickly and they could read very quickly and more or less get the entire story from your executive summary. Yeah. And so the main point, this will go out as well on the web. Next 2 weeks, think about your topic. Identify this issue or core of the case you will explore, and I'm asking for everybody to draft an outline plan. This is just to make sure Yeah, perhaps I worry too much, I don't know. But just to make absolutely sure that we're all on track and we're going to fly through this part of the course. So I will check it and I will give you some guidance on it. Um, if, I'm not expecting to be quite honest. The standard of the assignments on this for this group are pretty high. But just in case, just to make sure you maintain that focus um, on the issue, you're not drifting off too much. Yeah. Put it to the end assignment forum. There is a special forum set up for that, so I can review it. And the point of doing it in an open way like this is you might have some ideas that's better than I have to support your friends and colleagues. Also, the same sorts of issues tend to come up right across right across the group, so I can handle it more or less in one go. I have said if it's confidential, if it contains any company confidential information, then stick it on the journal and I'll go through it on there. And if you really want, if you're really nervous about things, I'll do a one-to-one and we'll go through it. I'll share the desktop. You can go through your plan, and we'll whiteboard it online on this system here. No problem at all. Yeah. So that's it. What I put in the video. Are there any questions?
I
Okay. Yep. Go ahead.
I lost you a bit when you were talking about problems and pre-marking. I didn't get that.
Sorry. Can you just repeat that again, just once?
Okay, I
Ah.
think the slide, I think the two
Hang on.
slides before, you spoke about problems and pre-marking. I
Which
didn't
part
get that.
now? Can you stop me? Which one is it?
Okay, I think it was in general. You said Dino had done something like that in the past. So pre-marking, maybe he sent it in advance. I can't.
Okay. Which slide was it? Is it this slide? Or this one? Or this one? This one here?
Go back. Go back.
Back. Back.
Yeah, I think this
Okay.
one.
So which particular part?
You were speaking about sending it in. It wasn't really about the slide. You mentioned about pre-marking, and you said Dino had done something like.
What? I'm not quite sure I understand the point. You just cut out again there. Um, can you send it? Put it as a chat point on the bottom left-hand side.
Put on a text.
Oh, bloody hell! It came out very loud then. Okay, yeah, put it on the chat on the bottom.
Okay.
Hmm. Hello, am I back? Oh, you've gone deaf.
Hi.
You're back.
I couldn't hear a couple of minutes.
Okay, it's, I'm not sure if I was losing.
Okay, now. So I'm not sure if that recorded then, because would that mean if we couldn't hear you, it might not have recorded, or?
No, I've no idea. I'll have to check it. But okay, I've got it on the video anyway. Most of these points, it has been recording here, except for the last 5 minutes. I got a feeling it got knocked off. I'll have to just check back through it, and as there's only two of you, I would like some of the others at least to turn up a bit, to go through this. I don't like it when I miss people out, so I'll probably repeat this anyway. But for now, are there any main problems I can deal with straight away?
There's no problem, and I'm happy to give the draft a go. I've had a quick look at the YouTube video and obviously heard what you had to say today. But I'm imagining we can pick an area of an organisation as well, which might be critical, or for whatever justification we may feel needs attention, and look at improvement of processes within that particular area, and any area within that. So, for example, if the IT system or some area, some element of process within that needed upgrading, could we look at things that specifically, or are we supposed to look at them more more in the context of the organisation as a whole?
It's more, where do you actually work, if I can ask, Dino?
I work in a GP surgery, but I also do a commissioning role for a local CCG, which is a commissioning group, where I'm on a governing body for managing NHS health budgets.
Okay, so they're probably within that specific area. There are sorts of areas which you could look at, yeah?
Yes, yeah, there's both of those, yes.
Certainly, commissioning practice and how that might work, and how looking at things like patient appointments as well is another area you could probably look at.
Yes.
There's tons of things, to be quite honest, in that sort of context.
That was my query, really, how specific we could really get, but that's kind of half answered, and I'll have a go at the draft, and it'd be great to have your comments.
No, absolutely. That's the point. The main thing today, and I'll have to send out an email to the other guys as well, is I want you over the next 2 weeks to work what your topic is, and to try it out on me, and broadly speaking, how you're going to tackle that particular question. And so when we got the thumbs up on that, then you can crack on.
Perfect.
Did you get that, Adoy?
Yes,
Okay.
I did. Okay.
Same thing. I'm going to send out a meeting. I'll see if this thing has worked. I'll send out a quick meeting report. You got the video anyway, so this was mostly a repeat of that. But I've got the questions here, and I'll put those in an email to everybody and just emphasize that point. For the next 2 weeks, work on the topic of, cover the units off and all that sort of stuff. But let's start nailing down the end assignment piece, and identify the topic you want to tackle. You send that to me, either on the forum or privately, doesn't matter, just to make sure. What I'm looking for is this related in some way to the course, and it's very broad, so any type of improvement, more or less, and a rough idea how you're going to tackle it and what sort of approach you're going to take. And I'll check that over. Oh God, yeah. It looks at the connect. It could be your end. It's looking fine here, but so I'll send this report out. I think we better call it a day here. We're not having a lot of luck with the connectivity today, and let's meet up again in 2 weeks' time, or in virtual space when you have got something for me to see.
Perfect. Thank you very much, Roy.
Hey, sorry about this. It looks fine here. I can't quite work out what the problem is, but let's. We might have to switch to Skype next time. I can record Skype as well here, so it's that might be a bit more less demanding on your laptops and
That'll be
phones.
fine.
Yeah, that'll work well, I think.
Okay, I'll do it that way. I'll send out a quick email report of this meeting, and in the meantime, you know what you have to do for the next couple of weeks.
Thanks a lot, Roy.
Thank you, Roy.
Okay, cheers,
Nice
Roy.
evening.
Cheers, Adoy.
Yeah, cheers, Dino.
Cheers, Adoy. Take care.